All right, welcome back, welcome back. So this is kind of sort of the continuation of the Mobad story, right? Yeah. This is kind of like the continuation of the Mobad story. Last night, so I was about to take my butt upstairs and just go figure something out. I saw this video floating around the internet, so I was just chilling. Then my wife's also showed it on TV, and I was like, okay, let's listen to what they're saying. RENO OMOKRI. I don't know exactly. Okay, I think I remember. RENO OMOKRI used to be an advisor to past ex-president Jonathan Goodluck. Or Goodluck Jonathan. Which one is the last name? I don't know. But he does a lot of political commentary. He's a table shaker, as he likes to call himself. He has a tendency to want to be antagonistic to what popular opinion is, which is fine, you know, as long as it makes sense, we can rock with it. But sometimes it just doesn't add up. But yesterday he decided to go and dig up Marley himself out of wherever he's hiding. Since the story of Mohbad has broken out, since about 16 days ago, when this young man Mohbad passed away, due to strange circumstances that we still don't understand. Within 24 hours, the father tried to bury him in the middle of the night. No, in less than the same night, midnight, the father tried to bury him, allegedly. And then when they buried him, they got a casket that was smaller than his height. They bent his neck. It was very, very inhuman, the way he was treated before, after death. Also, there's history of bullying, him accusing his ex-Labour president, who is Naira, the guy we're about to listen to him right now, of bullying. So there's investigations going on to find out what led to his passing, and to also investigate some of the past behavior. And a lot of people are accusing some of the most popular record labels in Nigeria of this same type of behavior. If somebody wants to leave, they try to harass them. We've had the likes of Harry Song come out and say, you know, the E-Money and KC treated him similarly. Wande Cole didn't really say anything, but Wande Cole did make noise from Twitter, if you remember, when he was trying to leave, was it Mohits or Maven Records, right? So it's understandable. Like I always say, you know, collaborations between two humans or more will create friction. So there will be conflict, right? And that's why there are courts of law. There's ways to file lawsuits. If somebody breached their contract, you don't have to use street muzzle, street thugs to harass them. And that's what this young man has accused Naira of doing. There are video evidences of marks all over his body, him being beat up in the streets of Lagos while he was trying to escape the label, according to him. He also accused the NDLEA, Nigeria's Drug Abuse Agency, of lacing his drink with some kind of substance. He accused them of hitting him with a gun in his head. So then even the wife and the wife's family also talked about, he goes in and out of his memory. He had some memory loss to the extent where he would say all kind of nonsense, like his wife is trying to kill him, and to the extent that the wife actually recorded him, allegedly. And now they are asking the wife to provide DNA tests, because some people claim they don't know where they don't know if it's true. That, you know, there's all kind of sensationalism. Okay, they've turned it to a whole big. A lot of people are trolling now. A lot of people are catching cruise with this story now. But last night, this was significant enough, because this is one of the prime suspects. Okay, at least according to social media rhetoric. Okay, of this is the president, and that's Naira, and RENO OMOKRI went and dug him up and decided to have a conversation with him. So we're going to look at this and respond to it. Okay, I think this is the wrong move overall. I think he should have waited for investigation. Okay, so now I'm being objective. Let's assume he's completely innocent. As far as his death is concerned, we know that it's not innocent in terms of the harassment, right? But let's assume he's innocent with that. He's implicating himself already. But let's get into the conversation and see what they're talking about.
Last 2 weeks, there's been a lot of speculation, accusation, allegations around the death of a young Nigerian rapper, Iliri Oluwa Oladimeji. Aloba. His death has captivated the world. His face has been splashed on the mega screen.
Sorry, I'm missing about 10 likes. If you can please go ahead and hit like button real quickly. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
At New York's Times Square. And virtually every major international media, CNN, BBC, the New York Times, Washington Post, NME has written about you. And the world has been captivated. What happened to this young man? How did he die? What were the circumstances leading to his death? Now, there's been a lot of speculations, accusations about his death, and they all seem to center around a young man by the name of Aziz Adesina Fashola. And
why does it look like he hasn't been sleeping? I mean, that's just how NAIRA. He looks like he's either been smoking or he hasn't been sleeping. It looks like somebody beat him up in his eyes. Like, what's going on? Jesus Christ. I feel like NAIRA is another child who shouldn't be running a record label, at least not yet.
Facts seem to have just mixed in with conjecture. And today, I want Nigerians and the whole world to know the truth. And that's why we're interviewing the man known as NAIRA Marley, Aziz Adesina Fashola. Welcome, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, without further ado, because I'm not going to beat around the bush, Nigerians want to know the truth, and so we're going to go straight and directly to the point. With all the speculations, accusations, and allegations surrounding the death of Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, people have said, and it's been reported, that you had a hand in his death. Now, I'm asking you directly, whether indirectly or directly, did you have any hand in the circumstances that led to the death of the young man known as Mohbad?
No.
I do think that's a good question, okay? The answer is not necessary until you've actually been exonerated. It's a terrible answer. Not because you're innocent. It's not because you're innocent, okay? Not because you did it. Not because you're guilty or innocent, okay? But it's just like, who is advising these people? Jesus Christ. Why would you put yourself in this position to have to answer that question, knowing everything that's going on, right? No, common sense. Just say no if you didn't do it, right? That's what common sense says, right? That's not how real life works. Just in case you don't know, maybe you're finding out for the first time. That's not how it works, okay? That's not how it works. You probably will complicate it. If you're a prime suspect, you need to shut up until they say, okay, no, he's free, okay? Now, you might not understand that, but just think about why do police, law enforcement say you have the right to remain silent? Because anything you say, anything, like literally anything, not only yes and no, okay, but also obviously including yes and no, can actually be used against you in the court of law. No, they didn't say they know we exonerate you. They know, even if it's true, can be used against you. It becomes a weapon. Everything you say becomes a weapon. Anyway, let's continue.
Definitely no.
Do you want to elaborate?
You don't want to elaborate?
Yeah.
I've been...
If it's no, why do you need to elaborate already? Ouch. Now, if he was able to hear me in his right ear, in that moment when he said no, I said, don't answer that question again. Right? He will be like, no, I'm not going to elaborate. Next question. But of course, he doesn't know any better, right? It's people running multi-million-dollar conglomerates, which allegedly includes illegal activities, running to the internet to talk to RENO OMOKRI. RENO OMOKRI knows what I'm talking about. He knows this much. But of course, he needs to get his own clout out of the situation, of course. Let's continue.
Out of Nigeria from the 31st of August.
Okay, what does that mean?
I've been with my family up to date.
Wait, did they miss the part where they say indirectly? Let's continue.
I've been to Nigeria, that's one. Two, he's left Malian music since I don't know the particular day, but since 2022, he's left Malian music since
If you're going to make this statement at all, you should know that date. You should know that date. It should be like right here. He left on, right? If somebody has deemed it okay for you to make this statement, right, which should be a statement, you should have the specific date so that you can be concise. Because you know what? You know how the people say, don't put words in my mouth. Literally, that's what lawyers will do. They will put words in your mouth when it comes down to it. Okay? This is also true when they are actually defending criminals. Right? You'll be like, but he's a criminal, it's obvious. Yeah, but still, I'm defending the criminal. Right?
We have not stopped him from dropping music or anything. He's been working with one PR or something like that ever since. So when I heard about his death, it was shocking to me. I was out of the country as well. So I have to find out what's wrong with him just as much as everybody's trying to find out. So I'm just finding out what's wrong with him online. I'm seeing all the lies too, but we have to kind of focus on the fact, like, who was he with, how did he die? If you say
now he wants to be the investigator of his own situation, right? Let's find all the facts, right? Are you aware that the justice systems, to a large extent, might not care about the facts? They only care about what you can prove. Oh, you just heard that for the first time. I know it's not the first time you've heard that, but maybe you haven't taken the time to process it. They don't care about the facts. Okay? Yeah, they don't. Ultimately, they do not care about the facts. They only care about what you can be proved or what can be proven against you.
Don't care. Don't care.
They don't care. They don't care.
if you're blaming me, how did I kill him?
Blame. He's thinking blame. He thinks somebody's going to blame him. No, somebody's going to make a career out of putting you away for a long time. If you don't shut up already. Okay?
I have nothing to do with his death whatsoever. I was so hurt when I heard myself. Nothing whatsoever to do with his death.
I mean, if you look at the laws of physics, if you are away, you're currently in Europe. I mean, if you are some 5,000 miles away from Nigeria, it's hard to see how you could be directly responsible for his death. That's why I said directly or indirectly. Now,
okay, so I actually like Reno today, okay? He jumped right into the next question. That's why he said directly or indirectly. He completely, because he's not prepared. This guy is not supposed to be running a business. He should, if he has the talent, he should have other people running the business. But of course, coconut head, of course he can't comprehend what I just said. Somebody else should have been running your business, especially if you're going to be high all the time, okay? And you're an artist. It's understandable. Why are you the one running your own business? Why are you the one making statements when there's something so sensitive going on? You can't wait to come and tell everybody that they are blaming you. Nobody is blaming you. It looks like what it looks like. There's a case that is being brewed against you. The best thing you should do is shut up. Shut up. But of course, let me speak my own side too. You know, let me come and speak my own side. With no evidence. Shalaye is a bastard. How long have I been saying that here? Shalaye is a bastard. No evidence. You're going to explain yourself. Your own side of the story. Wrong move.
We go explain because no evidence.
Wrong move.
he recorded the video. And in that video, he made some startling allegations. He said that, I mean, it was almost prophetic. He said, if anything should happen to him, that the world should hold you responsible. Now, why would he say that?
Today, I don't understand. I don't know why. I tried to get him help
It's I don't know, and you should have stopped right there. It's I don't know, and you should stop right there. But they don't know how to stop. They don't know how to let go. It's the same issue across the board. I keep telling you. It's the same issue. I don't know why he will say that. That awkward silence. Who's going to talk first?
We go explain because no evidence.
Right? Reno has been studying. You see how he's staring at him?
Freaked out like that. I wasn't even in the country when he made that video. I was out of the country again.
When did he make the video? Do you know when he made the video?
I'm sure it was during the NDLA. I'm not really good at time. It was during the NDLA time when they came.
Okay, but the NDLA, they've since released a statement saying that they arrested 5 people and that Ilario Lua was not among those arrested.
Looking at the video again, I was getting information. Like I said, I was out of the country. So I was getting information.
It should be, I don't know too. This is why your lawyers tell you, hold off, don't do any interview yet. It should also be, I don't know. Well, first of all, it should have been, no, I can't do an interview right now until everything is cleared up. But since you are here now, okay, it should be, I don't know. Since, I mean, was he at the arrest? It seems like, well, I saw everything on social media too. That can be used against you. Wrong move. It'll be used against you because it's probably an indication that you're actually guilty too. See, these things are undefeated at the end of the day. They're all linked together, right? It can actually be an indication that maybe you're at least indirectly guilty. What do I mean by indirectly guilty? It doesn't necessarily mean that you did anything wrong. It just means that you can't prove that you didn't do it sometimes. Okay? Or, you know, beyond the shadow of any kind of doubt that you did it or you didn't do it. That's what the court system care about. At least in developed societies. So I don't know about developing societies.
Information from everybody that was there during the incident, like trying to send someone to NDLA before I got back. I got back the next day. When I got back, they said Mohbad.
If you weren't there, why are you mansplaining? Oluyomi say, Ola, stop. Let him, it's even good. Let him be explaining. Now, I shouldn't teach him what to do, right? No. Trust me. Now, Marley's probably not saying this. This is for you guys, okay? I keep telling you, it's good to be a good person. It's not good enough to create the life you're looking for. There's more to this, okay? There's more to this. And that's why I need to cover it this way.
Was not there. Mohbad was not among the people. Mohbad, I didn't have to bail Mohbad out anyway when I got back. So I had to, it was only Zeno and the rest. I had to bail out. Mohbad was already out. So he was...
Wait, Mohbad was already out. Are you trying to say he was arrested too? The NDLEA said they didn't arrest Mohbad or Ilario Lua. Are you trying to say he was arrested too? Right? Now, again, since you were out of town, you could make a statement like, I don't know anything that happened. The people that I bailed out, Mohbad was not one of them. Right? But of course he can't. Okay? He can't. He has to do more. Let's continue.
That paranoia, it was when it was out. Zeno was still in with NDLA at this time when he made that video. I wasn't around. I was outside Nigeria. When he made that video saying, if he die, they should hold NAIRA and the Malians. So when I got back, I did ask him and speak to him.
So you met him physically when you got back?
Yeah, when I got back, oh, sorry, my phone. When I got back, I met him and I spoke to him to try to find out what was wrong. But he said he doesn't understand. He apologized.
He apologized to you?
Yes, he apologized.
Do you have proof of that? Do you have proof, like maybe a recording or a witness or anything?
Yeah, the second, like there's, I have videos of that. I have videos of that, me speaking to him. Like, the only reason I had the video again is because there's another time when I was in America and his girl called me to say he locked himself in the toilet and he wanted to kill himself or something like that. So I called him from there and I kind of recorded the conversation. I'm like, why do you want to kill yourself? You're king. If your family is stressing you out, because this time he was with his family. Well, all his families are around him. So I tell him, if family is stressing you out, just tell them to go chill. You're king, do what you want to do. Don't kill yourself. If you kill yourself now, what do you want people to say? You just made video not long ago saying if you die, they should hold NAIRA MARLEY. What do you want people to say?
Okay, so his wife,
yeah,
because I don't know if they are legally married, so I'll just say his partner, his civil partner, called you and told you he was acting funny, was a bit suicidal. Is that correct?
Yes, like he locked himself in the room. This was after he made the video that I wanted to kill him. So I was so concerned for him. So I called him to just try give him rest of mind. Like, what's the stress? If your family is stressing you, how leave? I had that I recorded that down. I don't know why. I just found it the other day. Then again,
Oh, you just kind of found it the other day. Okay, let's continue.
Came back to Nigeria.
He just kind of found the video the other day. Okay. By mistakenly. All right. He's probably digging through his phone looking for videos, but these videos, if they are true evidences, they will be good for a lawyer if you do end up getting sued by the state. They will be good. All right. Now, anything I'm suggesting is easier said than done. When people are speaking against you, or they are kind of like assassinating your character, or they're basically, it's very hard to now want to say something. Naturally, you want to, quote unquote, tell your own side of the story, right? But there's a reason why they kind of advise, hold your cool. Just, we got you. There's a reason why they have agbejoro. There's a reason why they have representation, right? But of course, the lames always feel the need to speak their own side of the story because somehow they think they will do enough explanation to be free. Let's continue.
Here we are. I has to see him because I know he's been bugging out. I has to see him. He came. Luckily, I was recording that conversation too. I was just trying to see what's wrong with him. Because by this time, I didn't know what was wrong with him. I was trying to get help for him.
Okay, well, you were recording the conversations because he had made that video, alleging that you were after his life.
Yes, and then again, he wanted to commit suicide again. So you understand? It's a bit, I have to look after him. So in the video, I was just trying to find out what is wrong with him so I can be able to help. But he said it's only his mom and dad that understands what's wrong with him or something along the line of the video. So I said, okay, I'm going to speak to, let me speak to your mom and dad if they don't mind.
All right, let's pause for a second. Do you guys believe him so far? Do you all believe what he's saying so far? Abina. Anybody believe him so far? D-Love, how far? How you there? Not to Hannah. How you there? Let's see here. Oluyomi is even okay. You don't open in yash small area. I be like winch rat. We go bite you and blow you breeze. I beg it. Oh, it be like may God forgive you. Chinye, may God forgive you. Dilo said you can tell NAIRA has been in front of a judge or two. The boy that Gbolo manipulator. Why was he recording the poor guy? This is future evidence to vindicate him. Hey, sometimes you just need it, right? Isn't that what they say? NDLEA, come oh. This guy is not smart at all, and this, is going to tell us so much. It's going to tell us so much. Coco says, Ola, remember that this is a street boy, so talk like this is the best way him can express himself. I know, but there's some street guys that understand that they shouldn't be running their mouth if they have something like this pending. In fact, streets will teach you to know this. Streets should teach you to know this, actually. But I don't know. I don't know about the streets of Peckhamshire. Yeah. Anyway, let's. So you guys say no. You don't believe him so far. You don't believe that that Mohbad said that only his parents knows what's wrong with him. To him, you don't believe that. Let's continue, Sha.
He said, okay, that's when I went to his room. His mom and dad was in his room. I went to his room, which that's video that's going around.
Oh, that video that's going around, right? Okay, let's continue. Let's continue.
The part that I want to. I went to his room to speak to him, to speak to his parents to find out what's wrong. They said, yeah, the notice is not okay as well about something, but they need to take him to treat him or whatever. I said, no problem, I don't have an issue, but just make sure you protect him. Don't let him run out and start making noise in the middle of the night. Don't stress him out, and let him go with him.
Okay, so you said you have a recording of that incident.
Yes.
Are you willing to play that recording live now? Are you willing to play it for now, the whole world to hear?
I can play the one that's on my brother's phone. I can find one to play. I can play.
All right, let me pause that for a second. So the video he was talking about just now, let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Let me see if I can find that video real quick. Okay, I found it. It's this video right here. Just in case you're wondering, so there's this video. He's saying this was Mohbad's room and the parents were around. You know, they have like a Malian house apparently, right, where all the artists kind of live, right? So let me play this.
Actually forgive Mohbad for everything we Mohbad will actually do. He say make NAIRA, you know, even reason everything with this guy they do, because sometimes the youth like this can behave anyhow. You know, me, I believe that, like, I just sincerely believe that this father was actually giving a wrong story, because nobody's actually listening to waiting Mohbad.
All right, so that's that video right there. Just wanted to show you. That's the video. That video has been floating around. Okay, that's video has been floating around. But let's get back to this. Let's get back to this.
Go ahead and play, because you see, you know, like, this incident is not giving Nigeria a very good name, and the whole world is fixated on it. So the more clarity we have, you know, the better for Nigeria, better for our music scene, our entertainment industry. So go ahead, play it.
I can play the one when I was in America and this girl called me to say he wants to kill himself.
Okay, play it.
Anything happened to you? Now MARLEY at money.
Let me see. Hold on 1 second.
Can we hear her voice? Did she speak?
That's like what video saying. Where anything happened to you? Now MARLEY at money.
So he's playing a video of him. I'm trying to see if I can find that actual video. He's playing a video. You can hear the audio of him talking to Mohbad after an episode of him saying he wants to do something to himself, wants to hand it all, right? So he's playing that video as the evidence that he tried to talk to him. That's what you're hearing. I'll see if I can find that video.
Can we hear her voice? Did she speak?
That's like
all right, so instead of just us hurting our ears here, I'm going to play this one for you. I found the actual video, this video right here. So let's watch together.
So, few but 1 hour ago, long few 1 hour ago, long few and she surround that pollution don't stress. From last time, video see where if anything happened to you, now MARLEY at money team. One
That me feel bad, but me feel bad more. It's just this.
He said it's just when he was feeling that way. When I hear Mohbad speak, this guy is a good artist, but this guy is from the streets, and also there's a lot that he didn't know. You know, he said he felt that way. Remember, I've been saying it for the past few weeks here, right? For the past a week and change, that he did a lot of back and forth. He probably felt like, you know what, I need to leave, but you know what? What did the father say? The father said they're just trying to teach him a lesson. That's Naira Marley and Sam Larry, right? And this is an example of it, right? In terms of what it looks like, but also are they literally defending him when he says he wants to leave the label? When the boys, the street boys, when they say, hey, no, right? Are they doing something? Say, no, don't touch him. Did he say that or did he not say that? So it's not as simple as, let's just go and harass him. It's not as simple as that, okay? It's probably a little bit more complicated than that, but it's still a situation where they can be found guilty because it's still not okay. Like, if it's okay for you that they assault him, then you're just as guilty, right? So, but it's not as simple as they make it seem where everybody's going crazy, because at that point, that's why everybody's why would you do that to a fellow man like yourself, right? But there's so much more that's gonna come out that you haven't found out yet, right? Because of audios and videos and more of it that you're going to see over the next several weeks. That's my prediction.
Me, but say, Mama, if I explain for me or no? No, me feel.
But that's like 1 hour ago, no feel the bear. To ceremonial to ba pare nbe nsin kí ló bọ́ máa sọ gbà tó ti ṣe video we de pé na ma le fẹ́ pa ẹnu mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó bá nǹkan bá ṣe tó bá pare ẹnu bá tó bá pare níbẹ̀ yẹn nsin tó ceremony ta kí ló bọ́ wọn máa sọ. I'm just looking after you. I need to look after you. I told you already, you shouldn't be stressed, be free, do what you want to do and say what you.
Now, a lot of Nigerians, Nigerians are undefeated. They're saying you know what? This guy has gone to use AI to make up Mohbad's voice. That's what Nigerians are saying. All right, so this is the extent that people will go if they don't believe, right? But let's keep going. I don't think so. I think that's Mohbad's voice. Let's continue.
You want to say it. If you say Oya ma lole, daddy me ma ti wa ejo. Kini kon say it, be free. You wouldn't feel like, I know you said you feel like nobody likes you, Abi. But if you can't feel like, if you feel like nobody likes you, it's not a reason for you to kill yourself. Do you get? Because they're not showing it.
Damn, look at them lips, man. Jesus Christ, I couldn't. I tried. Listen, I tried. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. What is going on? My Jesus. How old is this boy? I wonder. How old is he? Those lips look like they've gone through about 5,000 years on Earth. Jesus Christ. Jesumi. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean. Listen, I'll continue. Sorry.
That they don't like you. Because don't who are there they won't like you here. You walk off feel better, trust it. It's something in the back of your mind that you erase.
Yeah, I'm trying to erase it. I'm trying people say they know. I'm trying to share move along.
But you're locking yourself.
Listen, I can't even front. They both sound like they were high here. But hey, let's get back to the actual interview. That video shows that they had a relationship. That's about it. There's no disputes. There's no questions that they had some kind of relationship. This video does not really prove much, except that they had a relationship. I think majority of the world knows that already. Obviously, they had a business relationship. It was a young man coming out of the streets, signing up to labels, signing up contracts that he knows nothing about. So that probably Naira Marley knows not enough about. He probably got some copy from a label somewhere. They slap it together. They plaster a PDF. They sign here. We have contract of your life, right? So they all don't know what they're doing, but they know exactly what they were doing when that boy was being harassed on the streets. But anyway, let's continue. Let's get back to the interview. So he's saying, what do you think the whole world will say if you go and do something to yourself? What do you think people are going to say about Naira Marley? So it almost sounds like he was predicting that this day was going to come, right? So, continue. He's 32, 33? Yeah.
I'm just looking after you. I need to look after you. I told you already. You shouldn't be stressed. We do what you want to do.
Now, he was leaving the label and they didn't want him to leave the label. There's a disconnect between that and what he's saying. Like, I care about you. I don't want you to stress it. Was he still signed when this video was going down? Why was he trying? That's a good question now. Why was he trying to hurt himself even though Naira Marley is still kind of looking after him, right? If this video is real, right? Is it because Naira Marley was trying to patronize him so that he can come back, or he had already left? Those are some questions that needs to be answered. Let's continue.
Say what you want to say. Say it. If you say, yeah, my lord, that remember I think my job. You need to because say it, be free. You wouldn't feel like, I know you said you feel like nobody likes you, Abi.
So he also alluded to the family was stressing him out. His family, Mohbad's family, was stressing him out. Well, we saw demonstration of that within 24 hours after his passing, right? So I don't know. There's a lot that was going on with Mohbad beyond just Naira Marley and Sam Larry. I just want everybody to be clear on that. And you're going to see more and more of those come out because people will defend themselves when it comes down to it. And if it means they have to expose people, you see how the world reacted when they were asking for DNA, right? Listen, it is what it is. If they have to, this is other people's lives, they have to defend themselves. They have to defend themselves as well, right? So that's why there's courts for that. And they're going to dig up as much information as possible to make that happen. But I think as a prime suspect, this is not where you do it. You don't do it on social media. You do it in the courts, right? You just wait, you chill.
Well, if nobody, if you feel like nobody likes you, no always afraid to kill yourself. You get, because they're not showing it that they don't like you. Because they don't prove that everybody don't like this here. You walk off people, you know, trust it. It's something in the back of your mind. That's your ways.
Is that the end?
That's just one on the video. I need something was probably wrong with him. I was just trying to get help him see what was wrong with him at the same time. That's one on the video. I have another video in my house for like 17 minutes.
Okay.
And I was actually trying to see what was wrong. That's just one on the video. I need something was probably wrong with him. I was just trying to get help him see what was wrong with him at the same time. That's one on the video. I have another video in my house for like 17 minutes.
Okay.
And I was actually trying to see what was wrong. You understand?
Okay.
Even after he did that video about Naira Marley want to kill him and everything, like it won't be right for me to make him make a video again to say, oh, something's wrong with him. So I forgave him, like I didn't have no issue with him.
Okay, so we've been able to establish that by the laws of physics, you couldn't have been directly responsible for his death because you are in Europe and you've been in Europe, you know, since September.
Laws of physics, you know now. What is all this law of physics stuff that he's talking about? Oh God. Anyway, interviewer, journalism. Let's continue. Is Reno a journalist? I think he's a politician, right? More so, or activist. Which one is he?
Throughout September,
he's a content creator.
You've been in Europe, and he died on September 12, 2023. Now, the other question that I want to ask is that we've seen videos where this young man was attacked, and we've seen other videos where he had injuries, you know, on his body, and some people are alleging, and we know, like, you know, they're not alleging with facts, so we have to bring out the facts. Some people are alleging that, you know, you had a hand in sending people.
First of all, you don't know if they're alleging with facts, but yeah, I get it. Social media is alleging, okay? That's what social media does, but let's continue.
To attack him. Now, is there any truth to those stories?
There's no truth whatsoever. Even if you do look at his police statement, it never mentioned like Naira Marley involved or anything. I don't have no issue with him whatsoever. Like, I don't have no issue. I don't want no one to beat him. I've never instructed anybody to touch him. I've never touched him. You'll never see a video of me touching him. I've never sent anybody to touch him.
Okay, so Reno kept saying indirectly, but he keep answering the question of directly, right? I think even social media is very clear that he probably didn't touch him directly. There are allegations that his boys, right, by way of leadership of Sam Larry, right? So, but he keep answering the directly question. Let's keep going.
That's just
Okay.
lies.
Okay, because I actually investigated that police statement, and then you are right. But then, what about the other man in question? You know, the man who the Elegushi family.
What did he investigate about the police statement? What did he investigate about the police statement that he's saying I actually investigated the police statement? I'm wondering what he investigated.
Some people are alleging, and we know, like, you know, they're not alleging with facts, so we have to bring out the facts. Some people are alleging that, you know, you had a hand in sending people to attack him. Now, is there any truth to those stories?
There is no truth whatsoever. Even if you do look at his police statement, it never mentioned like Marley involved or anything. I don't have no issue with him whatsoever. Like,
Okay, so he investigated and Marley's name was not on the police station. That's because Sam Larry was one that came to the video shoot to beat him up, according to that petition. That's why there's nothing to investigate. The copies are all over the internet.
I don't have no issue. I don't want no one to beat him. I've never instructed anybody to touch him. I've never touched him. You'll never see a video of me touching him. I've never sent anybody to touch him.
I think Mohbad would have beat him up. They're just as lanky as each other. But in terms of the indirectly part, the real question is indirectly, right? And those first two statements that are caught initially, the fact that he even did this interview at all, and the first two statements, yeah, that's gonna hunt him down. Oh, Mr. Femi Falana is going to dig all of this up. Oh my God. Anyway, let's continue. Yoruba people may call someone who is bullying a loved one to say, look what you made this person do. It's called Mufikoelorun. That's what Mohbad's wife did. NAIRA knew this, ends the recording. Got you. So after Mohbad's wife did the Mufikoelorun, NAIRA started recording and changing the narrative and throwing Mohbad's family under the bus. This guy can lie. He even lied about Sam Larry. Okay, I'm wondering if he's going to claim that he doesn't know Sam Larry. I doubt it, right? Chinye said, I don't believe he says. Lobaton.
That's just lies.
Okay, because I actually investigated that police statement, and then you are right. But then, what about the other man in question? You know, the man who the Elegushi family have now come out to disassociate themselves with, and then the governor has also come out to disassociate himself with. Are you connected to him in any way?
We are friends. Like I have a lot of friends, you know. Yeah.
Yes, we are friends. Like I have a lot of friends. Sounds like that answer that Zinoliski gave about Mohbad. Oh, that's my guy. But we're not friends like that, right? Shalaye? He didn't say no, Sha. He said we're friends.
We're friends.
Okay. Now, in your friendship with him, have both of you had encounters together?
He didn't deny him now.
Mohbad while he was alive. Did you have encounters, both of you, with him?
No, never, ever. Okay. Never, ever. Like I said, you see, not even just me and the person you're talking about is friends. He is friends with so many people also. Like, we are all friends. Everybody know each other.
I believe that part.
Okay, that's understandable. You know, I saw that video that you're talking about, and you did say in the...
D-Law said, no, you're best friends. Sam Larry. Isn't his name in the songs or something like that? Like Sam Larry, right?
Video that Ilario Lua, otherwise known as Mohbad, he forgot his lyrics while he was singing. He often forgot his account number, and he also forgot his telephone number. Can you throw more light into that?
Wait, who said that? I've never heard that before, right? They said he forgets his credentials, his information, account number, his lyrics. He does. I mean, I saw him perform on YouTube. It seems like okay. I mean, he's a superstar now. Unfortunately, after his demise, how much of a slow person could he be exactly? I mean, artists sometimes, I mean, look at Naira Marley himself. Okay, let's just continue. I don't know.
This is what I've been told by 'cause remember I came back. I was out of the country. I came back, and his people were telling me, the people he's surrounding himself with, they're telling me all these things. He forgot his password, and I asked him too. He said he's forgetting things quick. He doesn't know why. So I was just trying to get.
Well, the family acknowledged that. The in-laws acknowledged that. They said he got hit with a gun in his head by NDLEA, right? And they also laced his water allegedly, and he had memory loss, right? So I don't know. There's a lot going on there.
Help for him. That's why I was with his family, his dad and mom.
The allegations of social media is that Olawasi, he's the one that turned this boy out like that. That's what social media is saying. That's what he's gonna have to defend if the state does end up filing a case against him.
If you can get the full video, I will try to get the full video to you. When his dad and mom's there, you can see them complaining, telling me about the way he's moving, and I'm telling them too, I heard he forgot lyrics and everything. I don't know why that is. This is still the stage when I'm trying to find help or see what was wrong with him. I was so concerned. I was trying to see what was wrong with him.
Okay.
Well, to his father's credit, because I listened to his father's interview, and I heard the father, he spoke in English, he spoke in Yoruba. I also read his statements. He actually said that he never mentioned you at all. The father never mentioned you. The father said, I mean, yes, other people have been saying that, you had a hand in it, but that...
I wonder why he never mentioned him. I wonder if he has to do with social media suspicion that the father may be operating from a place of duress. He might be threatened. He might be afraid. He's scared of something. He's trying to hide something. I wonder why he didn't mention Naira Marley's. I wonder. Let's see what Naira Marley has to say about that.
He basically said that he doesn't believe that you had a hand in it. But my question is this.
Oh, wait. He never mentioned him, or he doesn't believe? Did he mention him or he doesn't mention him? Okay, we're not cross-examining Reno. Let's leave Reno alone.
What help did you, as his friend and then former label boss, because you keep saying that you try to help him, what professional help did you get for him? Because obviously he's suicidal based on what you're saying and based on some of the things that we've seen. And then in that situation, like if it was me, I would try my best, like maybe to get him to see a shrink or to get him to see a professional. What help did you render?
Like I did pay for a lot of scans, like for him to get scanned done. He said that's what he wants to do, get scanned done. I paid for a lot of time, and like I said, he's a little bit paranoid. So I'm trying to take it easy by finding what's wrong. Because remember, he's already made a video to say if anything happened to him, it's not matter. So I'm just trying to find the best help for him. He did.
All those weed will make you paranoid. Okay? Even if it's secondhand. He was smoking, but even if it's secondhand, you spend so much time around all that drugs, you'll be paranoid. You're like, what happened? Nothing. What's wrong with you, man? Oh, nothing. What everybody can accept or into their body is different. The threshold for everyone is different. Oh, very. Some people, their lips can be dark like charcoal. Like this thing right here. See this? And they can at least still talk, even if it's slow a little bit. Okay? Some people, just a little second hand, they start acting funny.
I've also spoke about maybe if he goes to if he can travel out to check properly. But then I'm thinking, okay, I don't want him to start running up and down. He needs someone to travel with that he trusts you know.
So Naira Marley, is this why your label told everybody else that he can't work, that he's sick, that he's not available for work? Is this why that's part of the allegations? I wonder.
So, and then him himself, he said it's his mom and dad that will understand what's wrong with him. And then his mom and dad said they want to take him for treatment. They want to take him to go look after him. So,
Coco, that's what it sounds
So
like.
you paid for brain scans for him, right? You paid for brain scans for him.
yes.
Okay. And the brain scans, they were given to his mom and dad because he said he wanted his mom and dad to care for him, correct?
No, he after he didn't want to go along with the treatment. Like, his mom and dad is the only person that knows what's wrong with him.
Okay.
He said they will be able to help.
So, spiritual? Is that what we are alluding to right now? He didn't want to go along with the treatment. Okay, we'll find out more about this later. I doubt if he's making any one of this up. The only thing that they didn't really talk about is actually what the allegations are about. The bullying, right? Were you directly or indirectly involved in bullying this boy to the point that he started losing his memory, he started acting paranoid, or this is completely from his background? Can they prove that this is his background? His mom and dad knows what's wrong with him, right? From the mom's statement, it seems like that behavior is all surprising to them. Like he's always afraid. He's always afraid that somebody's gonna hurt him or something like that, right? But again, for me, see, I'm not an expert when it comes to drug abuse or anything like that. But if people are around drugs a lot, it makes sense to me that paranoia, some people they can't hold, right? So, but let's keep going. But the main issue is the bullying, the videos we saw, the marks on his body, right? And when you line that up together with the way this guy passed away and they try to bury him quickly, that's what the questions are, right? I have no doubts that he probably, like, they had back and forth in their relationship. He paid for some scans and stuff like that. But the business practice of this cultic type business practice of mixing it together with money laundering and street muzzles and all this kind of stuff is really what people are asking questions about. Not the stuff that Reno is asking here. I'm not sure if he ever got to the main questions that he should be asking, but let's continue. Because he's talking about, the only thing I heard him say so far is law of physics. And the directly and the indirectly thing is a good part of the question. Let's continue.
Okay.
At this point, actually, Reno is sounding like he was set up to go and catch him, telling on himself. That's what it's sounding like to me. Because he's telling way too much than he needs to tell.
And another thing I want to bring up is I saw a video of a young man. His stage name is DJ Splash. DJ Splash. Now, he did a video with a woman called Iyabo Ojo.
DJ Splash enter the chat.
That he used to live with you, and that he sounded like a bit paranoid. He said that he had overheard you and that you had malevolent intentions towards him and towards Mobad. Now, do you want to respond to that?
DJ Splash, number one, he was never signed to Malian Music.
What does that mean?
Like, he's a DJ. I know him like a DJ. He's never like DJ with me at a show or anything. It's not like he's my DJ.
Was that boy smoking while he was at your house? How much smoking did you guys do at that house on a daily basis? What would you say? Does anybody live in that house that does not smoke, even if they're a woman? I'm not a good interview, by the way. I'm just saying these are the information I would like to know. Okay, there's nothing wrong with smoking, don't get me wrong, but this is Malian music, okay?
They just gave him the title because I have a picture with him.
I take that back. There's a lot wrong with smoking, okay? But you know what I mean? I say, like, I'm not judging people that smoke, but there's a lot wrong with smoking. So
it's nice I am to everybody. There's a lot of people around that can come and go when whatever happened to him, it was not at my house. It was far gone.
Chia said, I think because he was paranoid and only trusted his parents. I mean, if everywhere he turns, when he's trying to perform, people just show up and they start beating him up, that would make sense too. That's what this case is about, if there's a case. That's what it's about. Who are these people that keep showing up everywhere that actually beat him up? We're not talking about, oh, it's just allegation. Like, he was actually assaulted, right? And I haven't heard much about that. Did you hear at all that anybody was assaulting him? Did you hear? Okay, so did you do anything to try to help? Maybe call police, maybe. Did you do anything to try to help when he was complaining about people beating him up? Why didn't you do anything? Well, it was no longer part of my label, but you know, as normal human beings, I think, you know, we have relationships, and I mean, case in point, look at like someone like, I don't think somebody will be beating Wizkid up and Banky W will just be like, well, we're no longer a business. They actually have a relationship. They sleep in the same house together, did a lot together, right? Did you do anything to try to help? Let me ask that question one more time. No, I didn't. No,
I don't know where
I'm hoping this interview gets there.
he went, and I don't understand where all this is coming from. Like, DJ Splash, DJ whatever. I don't understand where it's coming from. That's all
DJ
lies.
Splash, DJ whatever is all lies. Okay.
They're just bringing out people from nowhere to tell lies. Lies.
So basically, he was a groupie. He wasn't signed to you. He was just a...
It was a groupie. Reno said basically was a groupie. Yuppie Reno said basically it was a groupie. Dila said he didn't want to go along with the treatment from your doctor because he didn't treat you. He wanted his parents to come get him out of your house. Is that where they were giving him water? I just wonder. These are the questions that you will be asked on that stand if you catch a case. Could it be the same doctor that tried to give him water after the NDLEA released him from that short-term custody of invading their house, right? No. That's how he talks. Anyway, it fries your brain.
groupie, a hanger-on.
He was never my DJ.
Okay.
It was never.
That short statement would have been enough. It was never my DJ. But of course, he rambled back and forth. And he's never my DJ. It was never signed. There's pictures. You're going to have to tell us a little bit more about that if you do catch a case.
Signed to Malian Music. He's never worked for Malian Music.
Okay. Now, a lot has been said, you know.
All right. Let me see if I can find the other videos, because there's definitely more to that. Let me see. What do you guys think so far? What do you guys think so far? You believe him, or you're like, yeah. MARLEY. See. Let's see. Let me see this one. Hold on 1 second. I think I found it. Let's see here. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Hanging. Hold on a second.
If you can get it, the full video, I will try to get the full video to you. When his dad and mom's there, you can see them complaining, telling me about the way he's moving, and I'm telling them too, I heard he forgot lyrics and everything. I don't know why that is. This is still the stage when I'm trying to find help or see what was wrong with him. I was so concerned. I was trying to see.
We're in overdrive now, so let's put it on high speed.
Well, to his father's credit, because I listened to his father's interview, and I heard the father, he spoke in English, he spoke. So you paid for brain scans for him, right? You paid for brain scans for him.
They just splice it or whatever. I don't understand where it's coming from. That's all lies. They're just bringing out people from nowhere. They tell lies.
So he's saying he doesn't know DJ Splash at all. That's what he's insinuating right now. I doubt that. There's multiple pictures of him with DJ Splash. That doesn't mean that he knows him, but I should hope that he's not lying. But let's continue.
Lies.
So basically, he was a groupie. He wasn't signed to you. He was just a groupie, a hanger.
He was never my DJ.
Okay.
He's never signed to MARLEY Music. He's never worked for MARLEY Music.
Okay. Now, a lot has been said. Some people have said that this is all about money. And, we have to address that because they said it's all about money. So the way we can put those accusations and allegations and speculations to rest is to ask you, Mohbad left your label 2022. When he left your label, he's been making music since then. And the music that he's been making, the copyrights and all of that, they belong to him, not to you, correct?
Yep.
So he's saying all of the music since he left has been his.
That you guys had together was between, he's been making music since then. And the music that he's been making, the copyrights and all of that, they belong to him, not to you, correct?
Yep.
So
is that a yes or a no? Is that a yes or a no? I'm not sure if you're saying nope or yep. Breaking news. Natu says, my people, Sam Larry is being sneaked into Niger as we speak. Oh, wala. Are you sure? Where did you get this news from? Natu, Happy you're thinking.
Wala, Nigeria.
Are you thinking? But that's easy, right? To sneak in, that's probably easy to sneak in Sam Larry from Kenya into Nigeria. How many countries does he have to cross? A couple, right? They'll fly him to one of them and then sneak him in to the border. That's possible. Who knows? We shall see. I don't know why should he have to be sneaked in? Is he afraid that they will be arrested at the gate?
Times that you guys had together was between the time you signed him, which was what year?
2019, my hottest year. I signed him my hottest year, 2019, December.
Okay, December. So 2019 to 2022, you signed him, you recorded him, and then after that he left. So you are not making money from his new music. Those accusations are not true, correct?
That I'm not making money from his new music that is dropping outside MARLEY Music. No, we not stopping his growth. We're not stopping him from dropping music. When he left, it was gone.
No. That's not the question, no.
Okay, you see,
is there any claim against his music? Of course, he dropped music under his label, which is a modernization. But is there any claims against those music because of his contract? Because there are reports that he was in court fighting for the rights to his music before his passing. That's what the question should be. So let's hope they get there somewhere in that conversation. NAIRA Debero alone. Truth, he's police custody right now. Wait, he's in police custody right now? Is that the breaking news? Okay, we'll find out. Let's see. Let's keep going.
Live in, will I say, a time when a lot of our people, especially in Nigeria, can be, will I say, they can easily believe stories, because we've heard people who have said that our former president, immediate past president, General Muhammadu Buhari, he died and was replaced by a clone named Jibril from Sudan. And so, it's very easy for people to believe all of these things. So now we've known by the laws of peace.
All right. Breaking news. Let's see what they're saying. I'm looking at Tonto posting something here. What is this about? All right. I don't know what I'm looking at. It does say Sam Larry being sneaked into Nigeria. More happening now. Welcome home, Sam Larry. He's been sneaked into Nigeria. Welcome home, Sam Larry. Okay, let's see. I'll see. I'll come back to it. Let me see if I can find something. Let's keep listening to this one first, okay? Okay.
You weren't even in Nigeria. And
It's a lie. Everything. There's a reason why. There's a reason why a lot of people probably trying to blame me for their own reason. I don't know why, but everybody can see it's a lie. Like something happened to him on the day he was out. Why there people are trying to cover up some things? Like I said,
Aziz, you cannot say that everybody knows it's a lie. A lot of people are blaming you in case.
Good one, Reno. Good one.
Hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. So we need to clear the air. We need to clear the air with the truth.
That's true. That the losing followers is not like anything to me right now. Like mobile is late. It's not here anymore. That's a lot. That's more than I'd rather lose all my followers and have him here. You understand? My followers that's very small.
Nice answer too, Naira.
Situation. It's very
nice answer
small.
too.
That's
But
married.
to clear the hair is really, really important, and I believe the Nigerian police are doing their job. I mean, the government agency, they're doing their job, and the truth is gonna come out.
The truth is gonna come out.
Has already come out. When you say the truth is gonna come out, I mean we've already begun to see some.
The whole truth is gonna come out.
No, but we've already began to see some truth coming out. The hospital, or I mean, I don't know if you could call it a hospital, let's say the clinic or the medical facility that he was taken to, they said that he was brought in dead on arrival. But we do know that one of the young men around him, let's say essentially a groupie, had said that he spoke with him while he was at the clinic and that he talked with him and he took a photo with him. But then this actually contradicts the story from the medical facility that he was brought in dead. Another thing that we do know is that the auxiliary nurse who actually injected him has been repudiated by the Nursing Council of Nigeria, saying that she wasn't registered. Essentially, she was a quack. So we're beginning.
Just because somebody is not part of the board does not mean they're a quack, but we don't know much information about that. But I do think it does raise questions. If somebody is not registered with a nurse, maybe they're just a nurse under somebody's home, because the hospital disclaimed the nurse as well. Prince, are they arresting him or protecting him? It looks, from the looks of things, it looks like they were protecting him from, so they don't get mobbed. The police, I think the police probably promised that if they come home, they'll be protected or something like that. That's what it looks like. It looks like it was being protected as it was coming in. But we'll see if there's more information about that as we continue to listen to this.
To see some of these things come to light. And I think in the coming days, the opinion of the public might change. My question to you, Aziz,
I think so too.
Additional Fashola, is this: are you willing to go back to Nigeria if the Nigerian police wants to question you?
100% if they can guarantee my safety.
If they can guarantee your safety.
There's a lot of
what does it mean by that? Can Nigerian police guarantee your safety? A guarantee? I don't know what you mean. A guarantee. Nigerian police did not. I don't know. Let me just leave it like that. I'll just say two words. MKO Abiola, and I'll continue the video. Let's continue. Good luck with that. You knew this was Nigeria before you started conducting business like you were in the streets. Let's continue.
Angry mom that I don't really want to know the truth. They've been poisoned by the media, so if they can guarantee my safety, I'll be there.
That's a very reasonable request, because I had people in Nigeria because of my political views who were very, very morbidly against me, and I went to Nigeria. I went to Nigeria. I didn't have any security though, but I went to Nigeria. And I was able to. I stayed, I think, about 48 hours in Nigeria. And I left. But then after I left, I saw that a number of some of these people who had political differences with me were saying that if they had found me, they would have snuffed life out of me. So it is very reasonable. So what we're going to say now, this is not a question to you. This is not a question to you, Aziz. You don't have to respond to this. Now, we call on the Nigerian police, and I'm going to reach them after this interview. Can you guarantee the safety of Aziz Adeshino Fashola? Can you guarantee his safety? Publicly guarantee his safety so that he can return to Nigeria if needs be to answer questions and to
No, he's going to be arrested. That's what the issue
now,
is.
One final thing.
If he returns to Nigeria, from the look of things in this moment, he looks like he's going to be arrested. Let me show you. You see this? This is right here on Twitter. This is on Ben Udain's page. Shout out to Princess. Princess says the police posted that he's on their custody right and going through interrogation, and B is cooperating with the case. That's what they wrote. Well, the police, who is this guy? Is the SP, I forgot what his name, Public Relations, Lagos State Command, Police Nigeria. It says Balogun Olamilekan Eletu, aka Samlari, is now in our custody. This is official 36 minutes ago. He's in our custody. He is currently assisting with ongoing investigation. Okay, so they didn't say arrest, but he's in their custody, right? He's assisting with ongoing investigation. All right, so there you have it. Let's continue. All right, this case is going.
Before we go, one final thing before we go. We started from the very end, but let's start from the beginning. How did you meet this young man, Ilirioluwa Oladimeji?
That was supposed to be the first question, but I like the first question too.
Online, I met him by seeing his videos online, his freestyles, his songs, or there's some when he just used some of my words, or when I've just been watching him online, and I sent him a message.
He was a fan, huh?
And who gave him the name Mohbad?
I don't know. That's the name I met him with.
Okay, now one last thing. I know I said the last question, but one last thing. I'm like Oliver Twist. One last thing. We saw a video by, would I say, a pastor. It's a 70-year-old pastor. Whether it's 69, he's going to be 70. Pastor Tunde Bakare. And he said the reason why Mohbad died was because he was hanging around bad people. What do you say to that?
If I have to start, that's the problem. That's the conversation. I don't know if you want to go into that conversation.
No, let's go into it now.
He's going to be 70. Pastor Tunde Bakare. And he said the reason why Mohbad died was because he was hanging around bad people.
Now, Marley, just in case you didn't understand the question, he's not going to hear me. Malian music was supposed to be the bad people, but let's continue. I think, okay, but let's continue.
What do you say to that?
If I have to start, that's the problem. That's the conversation. I don't know if you want to go into that conversation now.
He wants you to go into it.
I personally believe that he was actually stressed as much. He needed help. I believe he's being bullied. I believe he's in whatever. There's people on his neck. There's people all over him that is in danger. But he's just not in danger from us. He's not in danger from me. If he's in danger from me, if anybody's scared of me, you will see nobody's gonna come out on videos doing all of this. I don't belong to any court whatsoever. I moved to Nigeria in 2019 from England. I don't know what court is. I've been getting away from the courts in Nigeria. I've been running away. There's so many times.
There's a video of some people that has been claimed to be part of Marley's boys who were beating what's his name? Rugged Man. Was beating him up in London restaurants, and they're supposed to, like, if you ever talk about Naira Marley again in your life. That video was released by Soso Berekon, right? This guy is just innocent since 2019, or at least since 2019. He moved to Nigeria. He doesn't know anything.
In this Lagos, I've been getting away from it. I actually,
Did he say in this Lagos? It's not supposed to be in Lagos, right? It's a slip of tongue.
I'm actually anti-Curtis. I'm against it because of so many times they've tried to force me in it, but thank God they've never succeeded in doing it. So talking about that, I really think everybody that's acting like they're trying to help, they're not trying to help.
Everybody that's acting like they're trying to help, they're not trying to help. Let's listen to his theory. He has a theory here, right? He messed up there. He said he's been bullied. Truth will always slip out. Chinye said, bullied by who, right? Endangered from horse. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see.
I believe that they know a lot of things. People around them know a lot of things. I believe they know a lot of things because if they stop taking the conspiracy, if they stop directing the conspiracy my way, maybe people will see a lot of things. You know, I do understand maybe you're surrounding yourself with a lot of bad people, like a lot of cultists. And I can see from the way people are trying to cover up and the people that are coming.
Baba, who asked you? He's going to tell on his wrong move. You're talking too damn much. But it's already out there. I'm playing it from a live somewhere right now. Oh, this we will not learn. He's Otinjabo. How do you know this? They're like, what do you know? Tell us more about what you know, sir. Tell us a little bit more about that. Let me play this video for you. This video says they said he's assisting investigation for waiting he get hand inside. Nigerians don't believe nothing. All right, let's continue. He said assisting is trending right now. The word assisting is trending on Twitter, not arrest.
Up and the people that are sending money from the beginning and with the experience of what has happened around them. And you know, I just hope the police will find out a lot of things, man.
No, tell us what you know. Go back.
The experience of what has happened around them.
Like, tell us what happened around them. Tell us, NAIRA, tell us more about what happened around them, right?
And you know, I just hope the police will find.
No, not so soon. Tell us more. What happened around them now?
Find out a lot of things, man.
That's what Reno is saying. Look at Reno's face. He's like, no, please tell us more about what's happening now. Look at his face. Like, tell us more, right? No, we want to hear. We're not in a rush, right? I guess he's catching himself like, you know what? Maybe I'm talking too much. That's the first second of the video.
Well, we've been able to clear up a lot of issues, and I really thank you, Aziz Adesina Fashola, for talking to.
Let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, did he clear up a lot of issues? What do you think? Did he clear up a lot of issues? He's talking about himself. He's acting like he's trying to help, but he's not. You see? You don't open Yash. Did he help? Did he clear something up? Maybe did we learn any? What else did we learn today? We learned at least two things. I promise you, we learned at least two things, right? From him. So what else? What did you learn today from MARLEY?
To me. And I just want to say this, to the world listening, because we're going to have people from all over the world globally listening. We're going to have a global audience. The Nigerian police and the Nigerian law enforcement have actually been doing an excellent job in unraveling the circumstances that led to the death of Idiri Oluwa Oladimeji Aloba. They've had a postmortem. They've had an autopsy done in record time. His body was exhumed, and right now there's a coroner's inquest. And I urge
on Friday, tomorrow,
the media to be patient. The Nigerian police, they're going to unravel the circumstances that led to his death. Aziz, thank you for joining us, and God bless you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
All right, so that's that. Did he help us with anything? Did you learn anything today? He said no. He thinks we are stupid. No, he didn't. He implicated himself more. That's about it. That's, Sam Larry may even be smarter than him after all. Why are you granting this interview? I guess Shalaye is undefeated. People like this always have a urge to, everybody should hear my own side. The same stupidity that they found themselves in trouble before tend to continue. It's like a perpetual vicious cycle. But again, let's be clear about something. We don't know what we don't know. We don't know if they are directly involved. Indirectly, I think there's all kind of indications everywhere already about that. In terms of what that relationship looked like exactly, we don't know. I think Mohbad had his hands in some things that he didn't think it was going to get that bad. So that doesn't mean he deserves his life taken away from him. And that's what this is going to come down to. All right. So like we said already, the breaking news, I'm reading this from the SP Benjamin Udein. Says this guy is in custody, is assisting with investigation. I guess that means not officially arrested, I guess, whatever that means. We don't know what that means. We don't know, but we'll find out. But he's in their custody, and you saw the video earlier on Tonto DK's page of him being walked through the, they're walking him through the airports. You see a bunch of law enforcement personnel around him, walking him. So who knows how that happened? We'll find out more about that later, but people are sleeping right now in Nigeria. Just keep that at the back of your mind. So by the time you wake up tomorrow, if you're in the Western world, you will definitely see more